echoes of your name. The silence speaks louder than we ever did. Your scent still hiding in my bed. I tried to wash you out, but you linger still, like a ghost that won't forget. That old song we loved comes on at night, and I freeze in place like time ain't right. You're not here, but somehow I remain, listening to the echoes of your name. I still hear you in the hallway, still feel you in the rain. Your whispers in the wind, calling out through my pain. You're gone, but you've never really changed. You're the echo I can't tame. Everywhere I go, I hear the echoes of your name. Your picture's faded, but your shadow's bold on the corners of my soul. I pretend I've moved on like I'm okay, but you haunt me when I'm alone. Even laughter sounds like you sometimes, and strangers say things in your tone. I thought healing would erase the flame, but I'm burning in the echoes of your name. I still hear you in the hallway, still feel you in the rain. Your whispers in the wind, calling out through my pain. You're gone, but you never really changed. You're the echo I can't take. Everywhere I go, I hear the echoes of your name. Do you hear me when I cry at night? Do you feel me when the stars align? Am I just a ghost to you too now? Or does your silence still remember how we used to breathe the same air? How your hands would say you cared. Now your memory's everywhere, and I can't seem to let you fade. Still hear you in the hallway, still feel you in the rain. Your whispers in the wind, calling out through my pain. You're gone, but you never really changed. You're the echo I can't take. Everywhere I go, I hear the echoes of your name. I hear you, still hear you. You're gone, but you're still here. Echoes of your name.
We were just two hearts that drifted in the dark. Tried to hold the fire, but it tore us both apart. Time drew the distance like lines on a map, but love had a compass that brought us back. Now here we are, a little bruised, older, wiser, but still true. I look at you and I feel this, like I'm leaning in for a second first kiss. Like the first time, but deeper now. With every scar, we know how to hold on, to breathe through this, to love through the silence, not the bliss. We fell apart, but now we're in, and this love is more than it ever was. And this second first kiss, still smile the same, but your eyes have changed. Like they've seen the world, but never left my name. We don't say sorry, we just hold what's real. There's nothing left to prove, just something to feel. We made it back across the miles, through all the tears, through all the trials. And now your lips are where I've missed, and I'm leaning in for a second first kiss. Like the first time, but deeper now. With every scar we know how to hold on, to breathe through this, to love through the silence, not the bliss. We fell apart, but now we're in, and this love is more than it ever was. In this second first kiss, we're not who we were, but somehow we're better. We broke down to build up, now we fit like forever. No fireworks this time, just steady light. No rush, just right, no fear inside. I close my eyes and lean in slow. The moment feels like coming home. Your breath, your lips, your fingertips, it's everything I used to miss. Like the first time, but stronger now. With every truth we've learned how to stay, to bend, to never quit, to cherish every fragile bit. We found again what we once missed, and this love is more than it ever was. In this second first kiss, this second first kiss, we're brand new in this second first kiss. I gave you pieces I should have kept, dim my light so you could shine instead. Lost myself in loving you too loud, and silence was the only thing I found. I changed my shape just to fit your frame, bend my truth to keep you sane. But now I'm standing in the mirror slow, trying to find the girl I used to know. I've been holding on too tight to someone who don't see me right, but I won't break just to make it whole. I owe myself that much before I lose control, before I let me go. I've gotta hold me close, love me stronger than I ever did, heal the heart I let you split. Before I fade too far, I've gotta find who I really are, 'cause loving you can't be the end of me. Before I let me go, I set me free. You set me free. You said forever but meant till ease. Use my kindness like currency, but I've run out of reasons to stay in a place where I give and you take. I used to pray that we'd survive, now I just pray to feel alive. And in this quiet I finally know what I deserve, and it's time to grow. I'm not asking you to understand to be seen. No more begging just to breathe. I loved you, but I love me more. And I won't disappear like before. Before I let me go, I've gotta hold me close. Love me like I should have from the start. Put the pieces back into my heart. Before I lose my flame, I'm gonna rise and
We used to dance in the kitchen light, talk all night, never check the time. Every word was a spark, every touch a flame. Now we barely even say each other's name. We were fire in a crowded room. Now we're strangers who share the same roof. I miss the days we couldn't breathe without each other's voices. Back when love was loud. Now your silence is the heaviest sound. It echoes through the walls that we built up somehow. We used to fight just to hold on. Now we don't even fight at all. Where did the music go? Where's the heartbeat I used to know? Now we're whispering through the noise, like we forgot how to use our voice. I remember every vow, every laugh that shook the ground. But now it's just quiet in the crowd, and I'm stuck, missing when love was loud. You still lie right next to me, but it's miles of space in between. We say goodnight like strangers do, just empty words with nothing true. I still reach for you in dreams, where your eyes still light up when you see me. But I wake up and it all fades out, leaving me alone with when love was loud. We don't slam doors, we don't make scenes, we just let go silently. But I take all the thunder now, if it meant we still had something to scream about. Where did the music go? Where's the heartbeat I used to know? Now we're whispering through the noise, like we forgot how to use our voice. I remember every vow, every laugh that shook the ground. But now it's just quiet in the crowd, and I'm stuck, missing when love was loud. I trade this calm for chaos, I trade this peace for pain. I'd rather break and feel again than keep fading this way. We don't cry, we don't shout, we don't say what we're thinking out loud. But I remember when we did, back when silence wasn't this. Where did the music go? Where's the heartbeat I used to know? Now we're whispering through the noise, like we forgot how to use our voice. I remember every vow, every laugh that shook the ground. But now it's just quiet in the crowd, and I'm stuck, still stuck, missing when love was loud. When love was loud, when love was loud.
I've been the rock, I've been the glue, the one they lean on, the one who pulls through. But I've got cracks you never see, and I'm tired of hiding what's breaking in me. I've smiled when I was dying slow, laughed it off so you'd never know. But tonight I need a softer song, a place to fall apart where I belong. Let me be weak so I can be strong. Let the tears fall, I've held them too long. I'm not giving up, I'm just letting go of the weight I carry, the pain I don't show. I need to bend before I break, need a moment for my heart to wake. Don't fix me now, just sing along, and let me be weak so I can be strong. I'm not a hero, not every day. Sometimes the light inside me fades. I need to know it's safe to feel, to be undone, to be real. I've built these walls out of control, called them strength, but they took a toll. Now all I want is to fall apart and find some peace in my fragile heart. Let me be weak so I can be strong. Let the tears fall, I've held them too long. I'm not giving up, I'm just letting go of the weight I carry, the pain I don't show. I need to bend before I break, need a moment for my heart to wake. Don't fix me now, just sing along, and let me be weak so I can be strong. There's power in breaking down, in losing ground and turning around. There's healing in an honest cry, and strength in learning not to lie. I don't need the world to cheer, I just need to be seen here. Not perfect, not right, just human tonight. Let me be weak so I can be strong. Let my silence finally find its song. I'm not falling apart, I'm falling through to something real, something true. I'll rise again when the pain is gone, but for now just let me lean on the truth I've buried for too long. Let me be weak. We didn't start with fairy tales, no perfect lines, no magic spells. Just two broken hearts learning how to feel, building something slow, something real. We had days we nearly walked away, nights we didn't know what words to say, but something bigger held us close, a whisper only our hearts know. It wasn't just the love we made, it was the quiet choice to stay. You, me, and faith, that's what got us here. Through every doubt, through every tear. When the world said we wouldn't last, we held on, never looking back. It wasn't easy, it was wasn't always safe, but we moved mountains with just you, me, and faith. I remember nights we prayed in the dark, just your hand and a fragile spark. We didn't have answers, but we had dreams, and the courage to believe in things unseen. We made love out of little things, out of storms, out of broken wings. And here we are, still side by side, with more to give and nothing to hide. It wasn't just the vows we said, it's how we lived them day by day instead. You, me, and faith, that's what got us here. Through every doubt, through every tear. When the world said we wouldn't last, we held on, never looking back. It wasn't easy, it wasn't always safe, but we moved mountains with just you, me, and faith. Love's not just passion or poetry, it's holding on when you wanna leave. It's trusting God with all we lack. It's choosing each other and never looking back. I see heaven in your eyes, and I still get lost sometimes, but I know the way. It's you, me, and faith. You, me, and faith, that's what got us through every fire, every shade of blue. We built a home out of grace and trust, when it felt like the world gave up on us. It wasn't easy, but we found our place. And we are stronger now because of
I walked the street where we first kissed, cold pavement where we used to drift. The sky broke open like my chest, and I felt you in every breath. The thunder rolled, but I heard you clear in the quiet drops that kissed my ear. Your voice like silk, soft and slow, saying things I used to know. You're not here, but I still feel the way your words could make me heal. Now all that's left is bittersweet, a love that lingers on repeat. Whispers in the rain, calling out my name. Your ghost lives in the water's fall, like you never left it all. Every drop of memory running down the side of me. I close my eyes, but it won't fade. You still speak in whispers in the rain.
the wind remembers what we said, the promises and things we left, the way your hands fit into mine, like we were written into time. Now I stand in soaked regret, trying to forgive, trying to forget, but you return in nature's grace, your echo dancing on my face. I still hear you in the storm, soft and nights are quiet, but you're always loud. In the silence, you stand out in the crowd. I close my eyes and there you are. Like distance never pulled us apart. You're still smiling the way you used to, saying the things I still hold on to. Your touch is soft like it's real again, and I fall knowing how it ends. Every night I build a world where you're still mine, where you're still her. And even if it's just pretend, it feels like I can breathe again. You're still in my dreams, still dancing through my sleep. You're the moonlight on my skin, the love that keeps on drifting in. I wake up and you're gone, but your echo lingers on. You're not here when morning beams, but you're still in my dreams. We walk down streets that never fade, in circles, never afraid. Time rewinds when you appear, and I whisper truths you'll never hear. I don't fight the night anymore, 'cause that's the place where you're restored. In that quiet space between the stars, you're still exactly who you are. Oh, I know you're not mine to hold, but dreams don't have to do what they're told. So I keep falling night by night to where you're real in the soft moonlight. You're still in my dreams, still dancing through my sleep. You're the warmth I used to know, that my heart won't let go. I wake up to a world without, but in my sleep there's no doubt. You're still living in between. You're still in my dreams. Some loves never fade away, they just move to a different place. I see you in colors I can't name, but I feel you're just the same. I don't need you to come back, I just need to dream like that, where you're whole and I'm not alone, where love still feels like
We lit the mats with shaking hands, built a fire in shifting sands, knew the tide would take it soon, but we danced beneath that fragile moon. You said forever with your eyes, but silence always held the lies. We painted dreams we couldn't keep, now I hold them in my sleep. We made a moment feel like fate, but deep inside we came too late. It was beautiful, it was fire, it was all that hearts require. But we were just a fleeting myth, a love that time could never give. It felt so deep, it cut so wide, but we were always just outside of something real, something we could live. Guess it was never our ours to begin with. Kissed me like you'd stay forever, but left like you had promised never. I gave you all I couldn't say, and you took it all and walked away. Still I don't hate the way we fell, 'cause even lies can cast a spell. And though it broke, it taught me more than silence ever did before. You can't lose what was never yours, but still it lingers at the door. It was beautiful, it was fire, it was hunger, it was desire. But we were shadows in the mist, a love too fragile to exist. We touched the stars, then let them go, and watch the sky forget the glow. It hurts to say, it hurts to live, but it was never ours to begin with. Maybe some hearts just pass through to show us what love can undo. And maybe that's what we became, a spark that couldn't hold the flame. I still feel you in quiet, but I don't reach out, I don't try. Some truths just need to be still, and some loves break without the will. It was beautiful, it was fire, it was need, it was the wire that held us up and let us fall. A moment just to feel like all, but some dreams aren't meant to stay, they just come to show the way. So I'll smile, but I won't wish it was never ours to begin with. Never ours to begin with. Still I loved you like it was.
I kept my heart behind locked doors, too many bruises, too many wars. I told myself I'd never try, built up my walls just to survive. You came in soft, you didn't rush, you didn't ask for too much. You saw the cracks behind my smile and chose to stay a little while. I didn't know what love could mean without the weight, without the scream. But you brought silence, peace, and light, and made me wonder if you might give me permission to love again, to let the fear turn into friend, to feel without the need to hide, to walk in love, not just survive. Hold my hand and just be near, teach my heart there's nothing to fear. I'm not asking for the perfect end, just permission to love again. I was afraid to look too deep, afraid I'd fall, afraid I'd weep. But every time you said my name, it didn't echo back in pain. You didn't try to fix the past, you just helped me breathe at last. And slowly I began to see what love could be if it loved me. You didn't chase, you didn't press, you gave me time to feel this mess. And now I'm standing here in truth, asking if I can try with you. Give me permission to love again, to lean instead of just pretend, to kiss without the fear it breaks, to trust a heart that finally aches, to whisper all the dreams I lost without the fear of what they cost. I'm not asking for the perfect promise forever. Just be patient with my tether. Some wounds don't fully disappear, but I feel safe when you are near. So give me permission to love again, to start where broken used to win, to hold you close without the past, turning love to something that can last. Let's be quiet, let's be brave, let's write new words we've never saved. I'm not asking for the perfect end, just permission to love again, to love again, to love again. You gave me permission to love again.
I used to pray with both hands tight, asking God to make it right. Every tear felt like a hymn, trying to keep you from the wind. I lit a candle every night, spoke your name into the light, but some words I couldn't say, so they just drifted far away. Now I sit with echoes, folded knees, talking to what no one sees, and all that lingers in the air are the ghosts of unfinished prayers. Unfinished prayers. Words I never dared, hopes I held inside my chest, that life or love would do the rest. I whispered dreams but not too loud, afraid they'd vanish in the crowd. And now I'm left just standing there with all these unfinished prayers. I asked for strength and begged for peace, tried to make the aching cease, but every silence hit like rain, falling through my open veins. You were the answer I believed, even when my soul deceived. But heaven doesn't always bend to broken hearts that won't defend. Still I close my eyes and speak, though the answers never peak. I guess some love lives in the air, floating on unfinished prayers. Unfinished prayers to someone, somewhere. I asked for you to stay for good, but life moved on, misunderstood. I lit the sky with every hope, but watched it vanish in the smoke. Still I keep breathing sacred air, filled with these unfinished prayers. Maybe God keeps every word, even the ones we never heard. Maybe silence is a kind of grace, holding space we couldn't face. Maybe love that doesn't last still leaves a light inside the past. And maybe all the things I tried are still unfolding deep inside. Still floating there, like echoes written in the sky, like lullabies we never cry. They hold the parts I couldn't give, the version of the life we missed, but still I trust they're everywhere. All those unfinished prayers, the unfinished prayers, still there
I've walked through fire with bare feet, held my breath through every heartbeat, built a home in broken days, learned to smile through shattered praise. They said I'd fall and not get up, but I've been drinking from that bitter cup. And every tear I thought I'd drown just taught me how to stand my ground. I wore the hurt like second skin, but underneath the gold within was waiting for the storm to wane, so I could prosper in my pain. I found my truth in all the ache, turned every crack into a wake. What tried to steal my hope and name only fed my inner flame. I've been bent, I've been bruised, but I've never been reduced. I rise again, I still remain. I've learned to prosper in my pain. They see the glow, not the fight. Don't know I prayed through every night. With trembling hands I held my soul, refused to let the darkness hold. The silence tried to claim my voice, but I made power out of choice. I didn't ask for all these scars, but now they shine like battle stars. You can't define me by the loss. I found my strength beneath the cross. Each heartbreak gave me something gained. Now I prosper in my pain. I found my truth in all the ache, turned every fall into a wake. What tried to chain me to the shame just helped me set my soul aflame. I've been torn, I've been tired, but my spirit's never expired. I'm the storm they couldn't tame, because I prosper in my pain. This isn't just survival, it's revival, a sacred rebirth, not just a trial. Every no became a song that carried me where I belong. I don't regret what broke me down. It made me queen where I wore crowns. I'm not the same, I'm something new, because the fire saw me through. I found my truth in all the ache, carved out a life they couldn't fake. What tried to dim this soul of mine just made me stronger over time. I've cried, I've crawled, I've prayed, I've bled, but I've risen from every thread. My scars now sing, they don't complain. I've learned to prosper in my pain. Prosper in my pain, not broken, just changed. In every loss I gained, I prosper. It's 2 a.m. and I can't sleep. Your silence echoes way too deep, replaying words I can't undo. I never meant to hurt you. Your picture's still beside my bed. Wish I could take back what I said. I let the moment steal the truth. Now all I want is you. If I could turn back time, I'd stay. I'd hold my tongue, I'd find a way. But I let ego lead the night, and now I'm begging in this light. Midnight apologies falling like rain on empty sheets. I whisper sorry to the dark, hoping it reaches where you are. These broken words can't fix the past, but if there's love, don't let it pass. I'm here with nothing but my peace. And midnight apologies
apologies. I know that sorry ain't enough when love's been bruised and broken up, but every tear I cry tonight is proof I finally see the light. You love me soft, you love me pure, and I gave you less than you deserved. Now I'm alone with all this shame, whispering your name. I should have listened when you spoke, should have held you close instead of broke. Now all that's left is honesty and prayers you might come back to me. Midnight apologies, dripping from wounds I didn't see. I never knew what I had lost until your love became the cost. If there's a road back to your arms, I'll walk it slow, I'll face the harm. I'm drowning in these memories and midnight apologies. If you could hear me through the night, would you believe I'd make it right? Would you still see the man you knew before I pushed away from you? One more chance, that's all I ask. Not for the past, but something that lasts. Even just a moment's grace to say these words face to face. Midnight apologies from a heart still on its knees. I've burned the pride, I've dropped the mask. I'm just a man who wants you back. If love can find a way to mend, I'll be right here until the end, waiting on your mercy breeze with midnight apologies. Midnight apologies, whispered in the dark from me to where you are. Don't wait till I'm walking out the door to tell me I'm the one you need. Don't let the silence say much more than the words you never speak. I've been loyal, I've been near, even when the skies weren't clear. But love should never feel like chase or something fading in a space. I don't need fireworks, I need flame. Not just passion, but your name. Said with meaning, said with grace. Not when I'm halfway out the place. Love me like I stay, like I choose you every day. Like I'm not just one foot in, waiting for the hurt again. shelter kept you warm. Now I'm asking just one thing: will you love me without flee? I don't need a perfect man, just someone who understands that love is more than showing up.
It's standing strong when things get tough. Love me like I stay, like you're choosing me each day, like I'm worth the deepest part of your soul, your time, your heart. Be the peace, be the place. I don't feel like I'm replaced. If you mean it, don't delay.
I was a prisoner of my own mind, locked behind walls I couldn't define, built from heartache, fear, and pride. A love too scared to show what's inside. But then your voice broke through my storm, a whisper soft, a shelter warm. You saw the pieces I would hide and said, you don't have to lie to survive. No chains, no masks, no more disguise. You looked at me and saw the light. You didn't ask me to be new, you just loved me, and I grew. I'm free in you, like the sky without the blue, like the sun that's breaking through. You loved me till I broke through. You see the soul behind the scars. You touched the truth inside my heart. You gave me wings and now it's true. I'm finally free in you. I used to run when things got deep, afraid to feel, afraid to weep. But now your arms are my escape, the only home I need to stay. You never rushed my healing pace. You held the space, you gave me grace. With every breath you helped me see there's beauty in just being me. No shame, no guilt, no hiding face. With you I found a sacred place. You didn't fix me, didn't try. You just stood still and stayed nearby. I'm free in you, like the ocean knows the moon, like a song that finds its tune. You held me till I broke through. You kissed the fear right off my skin and let my soul begin again. You gave me truth and now I bloom. I'm finally free in you. It's more than love, it's liberation. You're my heart's safe destination. And every part I used to doubt, you taught me not to live without. You didn't change me, you just claimed me. And in your eyes I finally see me. I'm free in you, no more shadows to pursue. You made my broken feel brand new, just by being who you are too. You held the light, you shared the flame. You called me whole, you spoke my gave too much, I lost myself. Kept my heart up on the shelf for someone else to hold then drop. But this time I know when to stop. I used to beg, I used to bend, tried to make the pain a friend, but every tear became a flame. And now I rise, I'm not the same. You won't find me where I fell. I've been through my private hell, but I made a vow in that ache. This time I won't break. This time I won't shatter when you leave. Won't fall apart when I can't breathe. I've stitched my soul in stronger thread. No more living in regret. I built a heart from all those aches. So take your storm, I'll let it shake. But this time I won't break. I've learned to dance in pouring rain, turned every loss into my gain. I don't need your hands to stand. I found my strength in who I am. Oh, no longer begging just to stay. No more games I used to play. Try to crush me, made me whole. I found freedom in control of my own steps, my path, my fate. This time I won't break. This time I won't crumble at your feet. Won't trade my truth for something sweet. I've cried the last tear in your name. Now I'm rising through the flame. You can doubt me, call me fake, but I know now what's real, what's fake. And this time I won't break. I'm not made of glass, I'm made of grace. You can't erase what's been replaced by power born from being torn. Now I wear healing like it's worn. I've been the fool, I've been the flame, but I won't play those roles again. I've said goodbye to second place and made peace with my own fate. This time I won't fall apart at night. I've found my fire, I've claimed my fight. My worth ain't tied to who you see. I've found the best of love in me. You can leave or you can stay, but I'll be whole either way. This time I won't break. This time I won't break. No more chains, no more ache. This time I rise in every quake. Hey you, wherever you are tonight, did we finally learn to treat ourselves right? Are you smiling in the mirror now? Do you walk in peace, head high somehow? I hope the scars have softened with time, that you found the words you used to hide behind. I'm writing from a place of pain, but I know we won't stay the same. These pages carry every tear, but also every dream sincere. I'm sealing hope inside each line, so you remember when it's time. These are love letters to my future self, from the girl who once strength for when you're weak, and silence for the nights you seek. A little faith when skies are gray, a quiet voice that dares to say, you made it through, you loved yourself. These are love letters to my future self. Tell me, did we learn to say no? Do we stop chasing those who let us go? Did we forgive without regret and learn that healing has its steps? I'm hoping you sleep through the night without a war behind your eyes. And when you speak with grace, even when the past shows its face. I'm writing now with trembling hands, but I know one day you'll understand. This version walked through storms and fire to feed your soul, to lift you higher. These are love letters to my future self, to remind you that you're something else. You've come so far, don't dim your glow. You're not the pain you used to know. So when you're tired, lost, or low, read these words and let them show you've always been enough yourself. These are love letters to my future self. Remember the girl who held it in, who smiled while she was breaking thin. She wrote this not to mourn, but rise, to tell you you survived. I don't know who you'll be, but I pray that you feel free. And if you forget what we've been through, let this letter carry you